Following is a story of Bob, who in April of 2008 left his home in Orlando, Florida, to go to Costa Rica for a double knee replacement, even though he had health insurance in the U.S. The procedure would have cost $100,000 in Orlando. The hospital in Costa Rica charged $20,000, an $80,000 savings. Here is Bob's story.
The price Bob was quoted for his surgery was $100,000 and unaffordable to Bob even with the insurance plan Bob was covered under. Bob chose to go for surgery in Costa Rica because of the cost, but also because he researched and found out that Costa Rica was rated as having a healthcare system that performs better than the U.S. healthcare system by the World Health Organization.
I'm just picking up Mr. Robert Yantes from the airport 15 minutes ago, and we toured to the Hospital Clinica Biblica to see his doctor.
I will have to say, when we got in the hospital, they were expecting us. They had all their ducks in a row. They were waiting to do what had to be done. Okay.
Can I see your ID, please?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Florida's driver's license.
Oh, okay, perfect. That's me. Okay, Mr. Robert.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Please come with him to take your blood samples.
Okay. My actual blood work, I think, was probably 12 minutes from the time I walked in the hospital till the time it was finished. That was very good. Good job.
Thank you.
We went into the X-ray room. The technology is phenomenal. He took the X-rays. I had to go take off my little gown and put my pants back on, which probably took a minute and a half. And as I came out of the room, he was processing the X-rays, already had them on the computer. They had been fed into the machine, and he actually was printing out the film. A doctor waiting for me. That's a new one. When I went to get my physical, the doctor was actually waiting for me.
Okay, I'll send my report to Dr. Oeling so he knows all your medical information.
Okay, I think I'm going to send him tomorrow.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay.
Okay, have a nice day here.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Yes, beautiful place.
After a clean bill of health, Bob and his wife headed to the Rainforest for some tourism and a canopy tour.
The best part of all this, I don't even think about tomorrow. I don't have time to worry about it.
This was the first time Bob had left the U.S., and he was extremely excited at the opportunities for tourism and experiencing another culture.
We're high.
This is fabulous.
Yeah.
Yes? Oh, yes. Look at that.
Bob has had an amazing day at the Rainforest, experiencing things he has never seen before. However, Bob's pain reminds him of why he came to Costa Rica. He realizes he will be in a wheelchair permanently if he does not take action soon. Bob is now headed to see Dr. Oeling at Hospital Clinica Biblica before his surgery.
The problem, Robert, is that this space that you have here, about 4 to 5 millimeters, is the normal space. That space is not truly a space. That is filled up with cartilage, meniscus, and everything that we normally have on the knees. In the medial part, you have lost that. You are bone-to-bone contact here. The same problem, or even a little bit worse, on the left one.
If everything is okay, in about 3 hours, everything will be done. New knees, new life. Okay. This is gonna be an incision.
Wake up. Surgery's done, Bob.
Fortunately for Robert, everything was fine, everything was okay. We could replace both knees without much problems. Usually on any surgeries, we try to do it one way, but doing the surgery we may need to have some side steps, but in his case everything was fine. We are in post-op number 2, second day after surgery. Things are doing just great. He has already walked 3 times and almost without an important pain. He's still under medication, and I think that we are a little ahead of time. He is advancing very fast, and maybe he will be able to go to the recovery center in about a couple of days at most.
Okay. You want to go with the good one? We have daily crossed upon new thresholds of pain, always in my best interest, whether I wanted to or not. She knew her job very well. She put me through the paces that needed to be gone through in the short amount of time that we were here. She told me pretty much what to expect in the future, what I've got to do to get there, and I will be seeking more assistance when I get home. The rest is going to be on me, and it's my own fortitude that is going to have to prevail. I'm going to have to push all the way through and without stop if I want to get back to as good as I can be. This whole experience has quite honestly been the worst, best time I've ever had. It was a great experience, a hell of an adventure. I hope this brings us closer together as we should be, and that the rest of our life will move in a more positive direction. These change of life moments that we all have are important, and we have to take hold of those. When the seed is planted, water it and nurture it, and hope it all works out for the best. The